Welcome back, Math Masters. A new scroll has arrived at the dojo gates. Today, you will be training in comparing and ordering numbers to earn your next badge. Here are 6 numbers: 135 and 6/10, 135 and 60 hundredths, 135 and 605 thousandths, 98, 803, 803 and 605 thousandths. Use the symbols greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to compare 3 different pairs of numbers from the list. Which 2 numbers are equal in value, even though they appear different? Order all 6 numbers in ascending order. Study well. The path to mastery begins now.
Welcome back, Math Masters. I have a feeling we'll need our knowledge of number values and comparison symbols to conquer today's challenge. Have your guided notes ready. Training starts now. We compare numbers all the time in real life. Think about comparing prices at the store, or comparing the scores of 2 sports teams to determine the winner. But how do we show that one number is greater than another? We can use symbols. The greater than symbol opens up to the left, showing that the number on the left is greater than the number on the right. And the less than symbol opens to the right, like this. We already know how to compare numbers from the millions place to the hundredths place using our place value knowledge. Line up the place values and start comparing from the largest place. When we reach a place where the digits are different, that's when we decide which number is greater. When we include the thousandths place, the process is exactly the same. Pause the video here to compare 3,124,457 thousandths to 3,124,459 thousandths. As we compare each digit, starting in the millions place, notice that they are the same except for the thousandths place. Since 7 thousandths is less than 9 thousandths, that means we'll use the less than symbol to compare these 2 numbers. Next, let's check out how to show that numbers are equal to each other. When 2 numbers have the same value, we use the equal symbol, like this. But sometimes numbers can look different and still be equal. Check out 3 and 6/10ths, 3 and 60 hundredths, and 3 and 600 thousandths. Do these numbers have the same value? Yes. The extra zeros on the end do not affect the value. They're all equal. Using a 0 in the hundredths or thousandths places can be a way to be extra precise, especially when comparing other numbers that have digits in the hundredths or thousandths places. But what about situations where one number can be greater than or equal to another number? If a sign at a theme park says, "You must be 48 inches or taller to ride," that means you can be exactly 48 inches or taller and still ride. So we'd say your height must be greater than or equal to 48 inches. We would use this greater than or equal to symbol to show the comparison. Do you notice any similarity between this symbol and the equal symbol? It's like a greater than symbol, but with a line from the equal symbol too. Here's another example where we would need a special symbol to compare. A coloring contest is for kids 12 and under. This means your age can be less than or equal to 12, and we'd use the less than or equal to symbol to compare. If we filled in a number for the age in the comparison, we could use any number 0 through 12 to make it true. These symbols help us show when a number is allowed to be equal to a value, but they can also be used to compare numbers that are less or greater, depending on the situation. Let's try some more real-world problems where we need to choose between these two symbols. Pause here to try out these scenarios. An elevator has a weight limit of 2,500 pounds, and an online shop gives free shipping if you spend $50 or more on your order. Fill in the blank to make each statement true. Ready to check? The total weight allowed in the elevator is less than or equal to 2,500 pounds, so we use the less than or equal to symbol. To get free shipping, you must spend greater than or equal to $50, so we use the greater than or equal to symbol. Now, let's think of some numbers that will make each statement true. Pause here to record two values that would make the comparisons true. For the weight in the elevator, we could choose exactly 2,500, or any value that is less than that, like 1,000 pounds or 5 pounds. And for the order price, we can choose exactly 50 or any value greater than that, like 51 or 75. We can use the same strategy of comparing digits by place value to put a list of numbers in order. When we arrange numbers from least to greatest, that's called ascending order. And when we arrange them from greatest to least, that's called descending order. Check out this list. Use your skills of comparing numbers to list these numbers in descending order, or from greatest to least. Pause here to record your thinking. Start by checking the millions, hundred thousands, and 10,000s places. All four numbers begin with 2,300,000, so we keep going until we find where they differ. The greatest number is 2,300,879 and 5/10, followed by 2,300,678 and 90 hundredths, then 2,300,675 and 30 hundredths, and finally 2,300,675 and 3 thousandths as the least number. Your challenge still awaits. Complete it, and the Comparing and Ordering Numbers badge is yours. With the list of numbers, use the symbols greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, or less than or equal to compare 3 different pairs of numbers from the list. Which 2 numbers are equal in value, even though they appear different? Order all 6 in ascending order. Solve the challenge, and you'll become a challenge champion. Let's work through each part. 135 and 6 tenths is equal in value to 135 and 60 hundredths. So we could use either the greater than or equal to or the less than or equal to symbol to show the comparison. 803 is less than 803 and 605 thousandths. And 135 and 6 tenths is greater than 98. Did you come up with different comparisons than I did? Just double-check that your symbol opens to the greater number, or that numbers are equal if you used a greater than or equal to or less than or equal to symbol. Next, we know that 135 and 60 hundredths has the same value as 135 and 6 tenths, even though this one has a 0 in the hundredths place, since adding 0 on the end doesn't change the value. And finally, when we list these numbers in ascending order, we have 98, followed by 135 and 6 tenths, 135 and 60 hundredths, 135 and 605 thousandths, 803, and finally, 803 and 605 thousandths. Way to go, challenge champions! You tackled that problem with sharp thinking and careful attention to detail. So, what have we learned today? We learned that numbers from the millions to the thousandths place can be compared using specific symbols. And we know that numbers can be listed in ascending or descending order. You've earned the Comparing and Ordering Numbers badge, but your training isn't over just yet. Be sure to complete the practice questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice comparing and ordering numbers from the millions to the thousandths place. And remember, Math Masters, in math, as in training, progress comes with patience and practice. I'll see you next time!